Damien's mom looks at Damien. So what's your plan? Damien sighs. I assume you were talking about Sheila being pregnant. Yes, son. That is one of our hottest topics right now. Damien shrugs and leans back in his chair. Honestly, Mom, I don't have a plan. His mom leans forward, resting her elbows on the table as she gazes at her son. Well, let me give you some advice. Damien adjusts his posture. A tired look on his face, he listens to his mom. I'm all ears. Assuming that the test is correct, you will need to request a DNA test. Having kept her 2 cents to herself for much longer than usual, his little sister Tanya interjects. Maybe you can call the Maury Povich show. Damien glances at his sister, his hands resting behind his head as he shakes his head and closes his eyes. I see you got jokes, Tanya. Looking at her children, Sharon gives them both a stern look and they compose themselves. Listen up. This is no joking matter. I can't emphasize how important it is that you have a plan. I just found out about the pregnancy a few hours ago, so there wasn't much time to have a thorough plan, Damien says. Suddenly, Damien remembers something that could make things easier for everybody, especially for him and maybe even Sheila. Mom, I know I told you that I didn't have a plan, but actually, I have an idea. Damien watches as his sister raises her eyebrows in wonder. His mom looks curious. What is it, son? Damien states his master plan. I was thinking that if Sheila is confirmed pregnant, I will ask her to have an abortion. A disappointed Sharon looks at Tanya and places a loving hand on her head. Sweetheart, I really need you to leave the room. Knowing that Mom is about to let Damien have it, Tanya wishes she could stay. But knowing better, she gets up from her seat and walks toward the stairs. Okay, I figured that was coming. Good night, Mom. Good night, Damien, Tanya replies disappointedly. I admit that there are times when an abortion is necessary, a major one being to save the life of the birth mother, Sharon says. I pray that if Sheila is confirmed pregnant, she doesn't have to deal with any of these serious issues. And I absolutely hope she won't be forced into an abortion by you. Your father and I raised you better than that. Damien tries to interject his opinion, but his mom continues talking. Though Damien tries not to show it, he is getting really tired of all the long talks, but wisely, he remains quiet. See, Damien, if you would have just used protection, or even better, not had sex with Sheila in the first place, we would not even be having this conversation. There is a long enough pause where Damien tries to state his case, but his mom beats him to it. So again, Damien, although you are still a child yourself, if Sheila is confirmed pregnant by the doctor, I would want, and I know your father would have wanted you to stand up and face your responsibility like a man should. There she goes mentioning Dad again, Damien thinks. He can't help but feel all of his bravado wash away as his eyes well with tears. Yes, Mom, you're so right. I'll talk to Sheila and see where her head is at and take it from there. Then, I guess I'll just have to wait for her doctor's appointment to confirm the pregnancy. Then if it's confirmed, I'll request a DNA test. Then from there, I just don't know, Mom. He looks at the ceiling again, sniffling loudly as he tries to stop crying. His mom looks at him, and reaching out to her son, she offers Damien a tender hand. Now you know we've also raised you to express your emotions, baby, especially the difficult ones. You know you can't keep that stuff bottled up, son. Let it out. I know you've gotten a lot of harsh criticism today, and I know that's never easy for anybody. But I love you, son. And I told you already, we are going to get through this as a family. That's the bottom line. Damien sits there crying and holding his mom's hand for several minutes. After he composes himself, Damien lets out a long sigh, feeling much better after letting those tears fall. Mom, I'm truly sorry. Damien's mom opens her arms to hug her son. Damien kneels by her side and hugs her. They stay there for a while, crying silently together. His mom gets a napkin for her eyes and meets her son's red-eyed gaze. I love you, Damien, and I can't tell you enough that while I may have my feelings about all of this, I am 100% here for you, and we will make it through this together as a family. What plans does Damien have in store for him, Sheila, and the baby? Find out for yourself in Jailed by Lust, Released by Love by Gerard C. Cole Sr. To order your copy of Jailed by Lust, Released by Love, or to learn more about the author, Gerard C. Cole Sr., please visit releasedbylove.com.